Well, good evening, everyone. It is Thursday night, just on time. There goes the Christmas clock. I love my Christmas clock. So, tonight we are going to talk about how we relate in our content. We were talking about how we are discovered last night, the discovery methods that we have. We use two different discovery methods, right? Tonight we are, let me see this. Yeah, that's good. Um, Let me know where you're watching from when you drop in. It's always nice to see where we have viewers from, where everybody's watching from. Um, Caroline, hello, Caroline. How are you? Who else is in here? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to talk about how we relate in our content. If you don't know anything about me, if this is your first time watching, my name is Digital Granny. That's the name I go by. My first name is actually Paula, but I go by Digital Granny because everything I do is online. That's my life. That's where I live. That's where I want to stay. So I'm a mama of 5. I have 3 homeschoolers, 2 adults. And what I do is I show up and I tell you about an amazing online business that you can do that's actually, it has changed the way I live. And let me tell you something. It can do that for you too, because it is amazing. I feel like I found like a gold mine. I literally feel like I found something like a treasure, because it is a treasure, because there is nothing in this that I don't like. I love everything about it. I love what it stands for. I love who it helps. If you're looking for a solution, then stay tuned because you found it. Caroline, thank you for the tiny dinies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, so, so when we are creating content, if you don't know, if you have questions about what this is, just ask me. This is why I go live. I go live and I kind of pick apart different aspects. Thank you, Shells. Shelly. I know it's Shelly, but Shells. Hi, Shelly. Thank you for the tiny dinies. So when we do this program, which is an online business, I want to tell you a couple things. So every day when I go live, I pick out like a different part of what this is. Like, I'll pick out how we reach people. What do we do in our content? Just little pieces of it so that you get like more in depth. So if I'm not hitting on something that you want to know about, just drop it in the comments. Like, let me know if there's something that you have a particular question about, because that's why I go live. I go live for a couple of reasons. I go live so that you can ask me questions. I'm here. Yeah, I go live so you can see that I'm actually a real person. And I go live because I want you to know a little bit about me, a little bit about, what I'm like, who am I, that kind of, and that comes down to tonight what we're talking about. We're actually talking about how your story can affect people, and how sharing your struggles with other people actually builds your business. And I'm going to explain that. So what does that mean? Well, that means I get on here and I basically tell you a story about me. I'm open. I let you into little pockets of my life because I want you to know, along with that real factor that we're looking for, we're actually looking for people that we connect with in life, right? Who do we want to associate with? Who do we want to hang with? Who do we want to talk to? Who do we want to talk to? I saw something pop up and I was like, what is that? Who do we want to talk to? Who understands us? Because when we feel like we connect with somebody, it is something that can't be broken. Like, I love connecting with people that get kind of like what I'm going through, or that you just, sometimes you meet somebody and you're like, hey man, you are the coolest person ever. Like, have you ever experienced that? Have you ever met somebody and you're just like, man, can I be your best friend? Can I just know, like, you just seem so cool. I want to know who you are. I want to know what you do. It's like, you just connect with that person. So I love that. I love that we get to help people. Yes, the people feel our pain. So you connect with people. And what I love about doing this, and I know that a lot of people, when we on this journey, okay, you go from different spots. Like you could go, when you're starting a business, okay, when you're starting anything in life that is new to you, you might be scared, you might be doubtful, you might be fearful, you might be all these things. So when you find somebody you connect with, you can actually say, hey, I don't understand, what can I do, blah blah blah, that kind of thing. But on this journey, when you start an online business, you can be confident that it works. Number one, let's get that out there. You can be confident that this works. Why? How can you be so confident? Because it's working for me. I've actually experienced it, but I know what the doubt is like too. I know what the unbelief is like too, because I've been there too. So I can tell you my experience, and then you can decide how are you going to handle what you're going through, because we can all get through this. And this helps so many people, and it works. It helps people, it works, but you have got to overcome the initial, you got to take that step. Whether doubt and fear, you still got to take the step. I took the step. I was like, oh, please, God, let this be real. I was like, oh, please let this be real. Please, please, please. Or I'm going to lose an awful lot of money. And like you, it's that initial, is it real? I can tell you 100%. This is real. I am making money. Okay. I'm like, wow, I'm making money doing something I actually like to do. And I like that I get to do it with my friends. I call them my family. And you guys, I thank you guys for showing up. I thank you guys for the likes and the love and the gifts. I appreciate every one of you, because I love that it's not something where you can't talk to somebody else. I've been in business and you're like by yourself. I've been by myself, like in a few businesses, and you can't talk to anybody else. And sometimes we just want to talk to somebody else, and we have other people doing the same thing. So we can talk to each other. We can encourage each other in this. You're not alone. You do follow a step-by-step process in this. You are a beginner. All of us were a beginner at some point because nobody knew how to do this. And we all followed a process. And in that process, we are learning the skills to actually promote the business, which is promoting digital programs online. So if you don't know what this is, I'm here to answer the questions and give you clarity. And if you're on this journey, and if you just started and you're like, well, I want to make sure it works. We have people in our community it's working for me and them. It will work for you. All you got to do is follow the blueprint. I'm not dumbing it down. It is legitimately that easy, but you have got to post. Like when I tell you, these 3 things you've got to be. If you're not going to do this, you will not. And I repeat, thank you. You will not hit your mark. Whatever that goal is, you won't hit it. If you're not posting consistently, you will not see success. Why? Let me take this part and explain to you. When we create our content, we create 3 pieces of content, right? When we create that content, let me tell you what happens. You're getting your message out there. You're saying to people, hey, Can you see me? I'm over here. Do you see me? That's what you're doing. So when you don't post your content, the world is constantly going, right? Everybody's moving, everybody's living, everybody's watching social media. If you don't do your part and you don't post your video, how do you expect anybody to find it? Like, really, how do you expect anybody to find it? Thank you guys for all the likes. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, Shelly. And I don't know if there was Shayla. Thank you, Shayla. I try to keep up in here. Thank you, guys. So when you don't post that content and you kind of like, oh, it's not a big deal. It's not a Yes, it's a huge deal. I'm going to tell you it's a huge deal because that's part of this process. You got to post your content. You are creating 3 pieces of content, right? 3 videos. What are you going to do in those videos? So we're talking about relating to people tonight, right? Relating to people, because what's going to happen to that? You're actually going to get a customer. You're actually going to help another family out. You create 3 pieces of content, and in that content, there's framework. And this is all inside, all of this, guys, all of this is inside our community. So you don't need to know how to create content. I'm speaking to the beginner. You do not need to know how to create content. I was a beginner. I had no clue what a CTA was, and I've been in business. Never heard of it. You know what I lacked in business? Marketing. I lacked marketing. And now what am I doing? I'm learning about marketing, and I wish I would have had this years ago because I could have applied what I learned now to what I did then. It is life-changing. Like the knowledge that you learn, you can even, and this sounds silly, but you can even apply it to something that you're going to sell. Say you're going to go on Facebook Marketplace and you're going to sell some clothes. Man, you know that already, these skills give you the edge on that other person. You got skills. You're learning the skills. You can talk right to that person. You can tell them, oh, it comes from a smoke-free house, pet-free house. It's this long, details. People like details. You give them what they want. They want details. So if you're going to half derriere do it, okay, and you're not going to put in details, you're probably not going to sell that thing. But if you put in details, if you put in the effort to create the content and not just to go, that's it, and put it out there. No. Every single piece of content that you create, you should be showing up, being yourself, right? We know this. Be yourself. Have that call to action in the end. And there's like framework in this, okay? So I didn't write this down. I should have. But you have a hook, you have a story, and a CTA, right? A hook, story, CTA. Let me just grab something quickly because I have my own little notes that I like to go by. When I create content, I actually start off with a hook. And let me see if I haven't looked at this in a while. Oh, there it is. Okay. So you have a story. You have, let me see, value. So value, story, and you have an explanation. Yeah, I put an explanation. That's okay. You learn all this stuff. I'm just going to go over it though. How do you spell it? Explanation. Is that funny? Okay. So this is the framework. You have 3 pieces of content you create. You have a hook. You have value. Value is like your story, your explanation, and a CTA. That is it. That's what's in your content. Okay. So when you learn to create content, you have a hook. It's the thing that's going to stop people from scrolling. We actually give you hooks inside of the community. You're given hooks. Okay. You come up with something, some kind of call to action, that reflects you, your personality, who you are. I recently changed my hook because I had heard our mentor say something in a video. We get daily videos, and I watched it, and she was like, make sure that your call to action is like a positive, like an action word or something like that, like yes or ready or something like that. So I changed my call to action from how to yeehaw. Like, man, you have to say, I feel like you have to say yeehaw with some kind of umph, right? So now I laugh every time I say it, but these little things can make a big difference in your content, like a huge difference. I actually see the people that are now commenting yeehaw, and it's the funniest thing to me, because if you follow what you're taught inside of our community, you follow it, you will learn, you will grow, you will have an online business that is successful. I'm telling you, you will. You can do this. All you have to do is follow that step-by-step process. So I changed my call to action to the yeehaw, and I can see people writing it differently, saying it longer, like they're adding their own little, you can tell. I find it amazing how you can tell that one word affects people. And when you say it, like, I don't know what it is. It just, there's a difference. So I'm kind of who I am, that reflects who I am. Okay. So whatever you are going to do, whoever you are, like, you bring your character, your personality into your content. So when you are doing your stuff, when you're saying stuff, when you're putting a hook in, you bring you into what this is. So it is an online business. I want you to have fun. I want you to make money. I want you to be successful. I want you to be self-sufficient. This gives you a step-by-step process to follow inside. It is not hard. It is fun. I find it fun. Okay? Like in the beginning, I said those three things. If you can't be these three things, then you will not be successful. And I would prefer that you did not start, because you have to be these three things. And I'm upfront and I'm telling you like it is, because I want to see the people that purchase from me. I want them to get out there and see what happens when they actually follow the step-by-step process, because everybody that does it is winning. They're successful. That's the people who are applying what they learn are successful. That is how it's proven to work. It works. So those three things again. Are you coachable? Are you coachable? I changed my call to action because she was like putting in something that's like yes or ready. And I thought, well, I like yeehaw. So I'm going to put yeehaw. And let me tell you something. It works. It works. So you have got to be coachable. When you go to these trainings, you should. I tell everybody all the time, put aside an hour for learning. Why? Because you don't know it all. And if you think you know it all, then you're probably going to run into a problem. Okay? Because there's things that are constantly, you're a beginner. You do not know everything. Nobody on the face of the earth knows everything. I don't even care if they've been in it 20 years. There's stuff that changes and people learn all the time. If you stay in a learning mode, man, you're going to keep learning. You're going to keep growing. You're going to get better. You are going to get better. Marquita! Hi, Marquita. How are you? Girl, you're so funny. Okay, so you will get better at this. It's just time, and learn how to do different things. Just get a little bit better. Change something up. I love that we can do that. It is your business. Nobody's going to tell you where to go, how to do it. But if you need direction, if you need some, hey, what about this? Do this, tips and all that stuff. Everything you need is inside the community. Have you gone through all this stuff? Because we got lots of stuff. But also, coachable is the first. Willing to learn is second. Show up, show up, show up, show up. Are you doing 2 hours? Are you working 2 hours a day? Are you mastering it? Are you posting? Are you doing what you're supposed to do? Posting is important. So that's your 3 pieces of content. You also should be posting free ads. So what's that? Copy and paste, just like we talked about selling a pile of clothes, selling a pair of shoes, okay? You have got to post those free ads. Now, inside of your content, what are you doing? Well, there's a hook, something to stop somebody's scroll. Okay? This is what you're doing to actually create your income. These are the 2 hours of your income earning activities. You are creating 3 videos. You are copying and pasting free ads. How much easier, guys, can it be? Don't make it hard. It is the easiest thing to do in the world. You know, I was telling somebody today that the only way that this will not work for you is if you quit. If you quit, then you're going to fail, right? If you quit, you're going to fail because you haven't even hit it. So somebody was saying, oh, I haven't got one yet, and it's been a week or 2 weeks, or I don't know what it was. Very recent, very recent. So in this business, it does work. It is proven to work. The thing is that there's different factors involved. No, it was somebody else. It was inside of it wasn't you, but no, I was talking to somebody else because I know it wasn't you. You've been in for more than a couple weeks, but you're so funny. But yeah, but you can't stop. You just can't stop working. That's good. No, it's good. Now I'm pivoting a little bit because I've been doing it for 5 months or 6 months. July, August, September, October, November, 5 months. I'm at 5 months, okay? So 5 months, and stupid me, listen to this, okay? Stupid me. I didn't follow the blueprint. So I'm telling you, I'm leading by example. Don't do what I did. I went with a niche on TikTok that I had before. I had 5,000 followers, and it's not from what I'm doing now. So I look at that account and I go, man, why didn't I just follow? So what do? I went and created another TikTok account, started it off, didn't follow nobody, am not doing anything. I am posting content. Can you believe it? In only literally a couple of days, okay? I already got somebody asking, can I have more info? My gosh, are you serious? Why didn't I follow the steps in the beginning? You know, we think that going live is that's not how this process was started. That is not how this process was started. That is not it at all. And you can hear when you go into the community, you can hear our millionaire mama, okay? She talks about it. She didn't even go live. She was making sales before she even went live. Why? Because this is built on posting and posting. That's what it is. It's posting and posting. Yeah, attraction marketing. It is. It is attraction marketing. So we're just showing up, sharing, telling, helping people. Hey, I was suffering and now I'm not. I was stranded. I was abandoned. I was stuck. And why am I here now? I'm here to tell you that you don't need to be stuck, stranded, and abandoned like I was. You can actually come out of that. You can this can help you. This can change how you live if you follow the blueprint, if you follow the steps, and don't quit. You can't quit. You got to have in your mind, I can't quit because I know this works. It does work. It depends on what platform you start off on. And you can't look at everybody else because you are you, and people are going to like you. People are going to like you for who you are. And that's what you got to stop looking at. Don't look at everybody else. Don't look at what everybody else is doing. This is beginner made. I love what it does. It will help you out if you're 18 or you're 80. It doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter your experience, it doesn't matter your education, none of that stuff. You know what this does? It gives everybody a level playing field. Everybody. Why? Because we all come in at the same spot. Every single person has come in at the same spot. Everybody. Even the millionaire mom. She started off with 0 followers. Okay? Zero followers, guys. You don't need experience. You don't need a degree. You don't need to know anything about anything, because everything that you need is inside of this program, inside of this business. It is a literal business in a box online. Okay. So when you open that up, when you make that purchase of that program, you open that up, you're going to start learning skills that are going to teach you how to market that business, how to market anything, a brand, a product, a program. And then if you are so froggy, if you want to go further, you can go further. You can make your own product. You can make your own program. You can make your own community. You can make your own course. Oh, Marquita, you're so sweet. I think you're just gonna skyrocket. I think you're gonna skyrocket because I like your stuff. I do. I like your stuff, and you got views, and you can do the overlays with the text. I love your stuff. So I think you're gonna hit it. You're gonna get it. So that's how we create content. And when I say that you can do it, I say that anybody can do this. You guys, you just got to take that jump of faith. I took the jump of faith. I am so incredibly thankful because this didn't even exist. What? She started this 2 years ago, November, 2 years ago this month. She opened up the community, started a community, had already made money by doing the steps that we're doing. And it works. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to cut this short because I'm actually working on my accounts, and I want to see some things, and I'm going to change my focus a little bit because I have been posting on other social media, but I want to hone down and focus, and I've been playing around. And sometimes when you're been in it for a little bit, you can play around a little bit and learn and what they call pivot, right? So I want to, when you come on to this, you pick one platform, okay? Pick one platform. And I want you to dominate that platform. Figure it out. Because I'm going to tell you this, and I learned this too, every platform that you're on actually has a different audience, a different style, a different way to interact with people. Okay, so pick that one platform. If it's TikTok, knock it out of the park with TikTok. If it's YouTube, knock it out of the park with YouTube. Like, focus on that one and get that one and understand how your content will work the best on that platform. Because when you go elsewhere, like I'm doing all the stuff you shouldn't do, okay? Because I have been in this field in a different niche, and I'm still learning. I'm still constantly learning something new. But as a beginner, just promote these programs. It's the easiest way to make money online. And hands down, not affiliate marketing. You make 100% of this. Whatever you sell, you make. So tomorrow night, we're actually going to talk about some questions that I have prepared, I believe. Yeah, okay. We're going to go over I got 5 questions we're going to go over tomorrow night. And I'll answer all 5 questions. Bring your questions tomorrow night, guys. And if you have them, bring them. I don't mind. I'm here to answer them. So whatever it is, fire away. I will answer. I thank you to my family. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for the gifts, the likes, the shares, all of the comments. I thank you. and have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Bye, guys. Good night.
Are you done?